Hey guys and girls, what is going on? It is Zazzri today, and I'm bringing you a new video. Basically, this is going to be the transfer talk. It's going to be the Man United version this time. If you missed the previous one, it's on Chelsea, and I kind of explain what the series is about. The gameplay is going to be GTA Online, just because the gameplay doesn't matter. I just thought it'd be something fun to see rather than just having FIFA on all the time. Basically, this series, I'm going to talk about what I think Man United will do next season. And then discuss some sort of players they've been linked to, mixed in with a few players I'd like them to sign. So obviously, the reason that I'm doing players that they've been linked to a little bit is just because obviously everyone would want to sign like Messi and Ronaldo. But if we make it semi-realistic, just that, okay, so that they've been linked to them a bit, so there is a chance, whereas, you know, with Messi, there isn't really a chance that any club's going to sign him. So firstly, I'll just talk about Louis van Gaal. I think he's a good manager. I don't know about the hype about him, because everyone did hype up David Moyes and how good he'd be, and then he turned out not to be so good, and everyone changed their minds, like, oh, I said he wouldn't, especially journalists and stuff. They were all saying how great he'd be, and everyone in the sort of football world was always the perfect appointment, this, that and the other, and then when he didn't work out, everyone was like, oh yeah, I could sense it, so the fact that loads of people are saying, oh yeah, he's perfect for Man United, they said the exact same thing about Moyes. Saying that, I do think he's a good manager. If you look at his track record, it's good. Long term, I don't know if it's really sustainable. Pretty much everywhere he's been, he's left not on great terms. But the thing is as well, I am a Chelsea fan, but I do want Man United to do well. It makes the Premier League better, makes it more entertaining, and it also, you know, makes the English league just a better league overall, which is obviously something that I want. So there's got to be a lot of changes, but I'll go over most positions and talk about who I think is going to be doing what. First thought, we'll do out, players that are going out. It's pretty much confirmed that Vidic is going out. He's admitted that and all that. I think Cleverley needs to go. He's not Man United quality. These are the players that I think have definitely got to go. Same with Ashley Young. Just again, not Man United quality. They should be one of the best teams in England. He's not good enough. I really think that if he wasn't English, he would have been gone a long time ago. Who else we got? Nani. Nani. I think he needs to go. He's a good player, but he's just not good enough. You look at some of the players they want to bring in, and you look at, say, the striking options. He just doesn't fit that calibre. And obviously Fernand, I think he is confirmed to be going. I'm pretty sure he is anyway. Or if not, I do think he should be out anyway. That's my opinion on that. So goalkeeping situation, De Gea is fine. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. I think that's all good. So we don't need to really discuss that. Left back, Evra's been given a new contract. I would never have given him a new contract. He's just nowhere near good enough for Man United anymore. Even this season he wasn't great. So giving him a new contract I think is a bit silly, but it's very likely that Man United are going to sign Luke Shaw. The amount I'm not keen on. 30 million I've heard. Even, you know, more than 20 million is a bit silly. I think any more than probably 25 is, I would say, definitely not. It's just for a left back that's so young. If he wasn't English and didn't play in the Premier League, there's no way that you'd pay that for him. Even some of the best left backs in the world, I don't know if I'd want to pay that much money for them. But yeah, apparently they're going to sign Luke Shaw, so I guess he could mentor him. I think that could be a good option. But then you'll have Butner, which I don't see the point in having him if you've already got those two there. But that's that. Central defence, I think that Phil Jones needs to be moved there. Obviously he can play right back if needed, but I think that he's very good at centre back, and he's just not good at right back or defensive midfielder. They've been linked with Mangala, who plays for Porto. Really good centre back. He can play left back. Actually, I've seen him play left back a few times. He would be a really good signing. I know a few clubs have been linked with him, but he's a really good player, and he would be a great signing. I've also seen Hummels in a few things, but I mean, I don't know. I find that hard to believe, just because he's such a good centre back, and if he was available, I feel more clubs would be in for him. If he did sign for them though, great signing again. I think Evans. I'm not sure about him. Like, sometimes he plays really well, sometimes he's kind of average, so it's a bit weird. Like, it's hard to decide if he is good enough. But I think I wouldn't get rid of him, just because I don't think he's not played too badly. So why get rid of someone is pretty good? So, is there anyone else? No. Right back, this is the thing, there's Raphael, who I think's alright. I don't think he's too bad. I've seen Man United being linked with Piszczek, who plays for Dortmund, obviously. He's actually quite a good right back. If you look at him on FIFA, you're like, oh, he's not that great. But in real life, he's actually a pretty decent right back. So, I mean, he would be a good signing. I think what will happen, though, is that they'll probably sign a centre-back or two, and then he'll move Jones to right back so they don't have to sign someone else there as well. Alright, moving on to the midfield. This is the main bit, I guess. So, I've said that I think they should get rid of Young and Nani. I think for the sort of left mid, right mid, I'm not sure like what positions people should play in. Just because a lot of them, they're very versatile. So, Januzaj, obviously very good, got a lot of potential, could be a really good little player. Obviously keep him. And just try and use him in, especially the smaller games. I wouldn't put him in like David Moyes did in all the big ones, but some of the smaller ones he could probably shine. I've heard Royce been linked with. I think that's unlikely that they'll sign him, but if they did, again, really good signing. He's an amazing player, like really, really good. He would be brilliant for them. I don't know what's going on with Zaha. I know I'm not a Man United fan, but I'm confused as to what's happening with him. I thought he was quite a good player, had a bit of an attitude problem in a way, but was a good player. I don't understand what's going on with him. I googled it and it didn't help whatever's happening with him. But if you do still have him, I would recommend that he plays a bit more in the smaller games, or just loan him out. If you're not going to use him, he's still young and will turn into a really good player potentially. So I'd keep him and loan him if Man United don't want to use him, just because he's one of those players that could turn into someone really good, and you don't want to have got rid of them and then have to get them back. Let's have a look. Who else we got on the list? Valencia. I think Valencia is a really good player. I don't think he gets enough credit. Like, he does go back and forward. His pace really does destroy people. So I actually think he's quite a good right midfielder. I think that they should hang on to him. Although he can be a bit inconsistent, when he does play well, he really does, and he also puts in a shift. So I'd keep Valencia. Right, this guy, and I really can't pronounce his name. I've seen them really strongly linked with him because he's available for about 12 to 15 million. It's Yevhen Konoplanka, however you say it. But you've been strongly linked with him, Man United fans. And I quickly YouTube searched him. He seems like quite a good winger. I don't know if he's good enough for Man United first team though. That's the thing. Like, it's tough to be able to decide that. But you do need some legs in those winging positions. Man United have got some great players up front. That's like the best area for them. And if they don't have wingers that support them, and they're looking at signing some great central midfielders, and if they don't have great wingers, then it does cause an issue, because it'll really sort of break down the flow of the game. Teams that don't have great wingers, it kind of breaks up the flow and disturbs it. So that's that. Central midfield, now I've seen them linked with so many people. Someone that, I'm a bit confused, I actually bought a car yesterday. And it says I've got 10,000, I don't understand that. I'll call my mechanic. I haven't played GTA Online very much, but my Jester got destroyed. Oh, apparently. So they've been linked with Vidal, Cruz, Schweinsteiger, Robben, Struveman, Gatin, and Willy Carvalho. They've obviously got Kagawa, who I think they should definitely keep. Try and play more centrally. I know that's hard. I think they're going to have to get rid of some sort of attacking midfielder. I think they should go to Kagawa if they got rid of one. I really do like him, and think that he's a really good player. But I just think you've paid too much for Mata. Centrally, Rooney likes to play in that sort of position too. It's too many players. And if you're linked heavily with signing Kroos, then there's just going to be no room for Kagawa. So if he had to go, I'd pick him, just because he hasn't shined a lot. I know he hasn't played his position, but they paid so much for Mata, I don't think they get rid of him. So maybe he's going out. Carrick I'd keep, very good little player. I don't know how else to call people like little players. But I think that he's a really good player too. Central midfield, this is an area that they've needed. I think you should keep Fellaini, and I think he just needs to refresh, play with someone else, and see what happens. They paid quite a bit of money for him. Robin, I've seen him linked just because of Van Gaal's Dutch connections. I've seen that linked a lot, and how he's been really nice to them to do the World Cup and stuff. Unlikely, very unlikely, I guess, but perfect signing, I think. Another good midfielder. Vidal, I've seen them linked with quite a bit, but I just think that's really unlikely. He's one of Juventus' best midfielders. Why would they sell him? Especially when they've been linked with like Pogba being sold as well and stuff. Why would they sell him too? Schweinsteiger I've seen linked the most. He would be a really good signing. Really good at passing the ball, controlling the game. One of the best central midfielders in the world. Bit old, which I guess that could be an issue, but would be a really good signing. For me, he's like a better carrot. Kind of, that sounds harsh, but for me, that's what he's like. But I've seen that said a lot. Willy Carvalho is a really good young player. I think he plays for Sporting, but I really wanted Chelsea to sign him, but I don't think that's likely at all. Really, really good player, really strong. If you just like YouTube search him, every time I've seen him play, really fantastic player. That's my house phone. So yeah, he's a really good player. I definitely think they should sign him if they could, but I don't think that's particularly likely. Cruz I've seen a lot. I don't know, he likes to play more of an attacking midfielder rather than a holding one, which could be a bit of a problem because they've got so many attacking midfielders, as I've said. Gaitin and Struveman, both good players, not heavily linked, but linked a little bit. Both will be great signings too. I just think they need some more legs in that midfield. They need some better quality central midfielders. Up front, this is a bit weird. I've seen Cavani linked with them, which would be a bit weird because Rooney obviously played amazing last season. Van Persie not so great, but still got some class. For me, I love Fernandes. I think he's a really good player, but I've seen him linked with Southampton in the move for Luke Shaw. Welbeck, I don't think he's quality enough. If they get Cavani in, I'd sell Welbeck instantly. He's not good enough for Man United. He's an alright player. He tries hard, but he's just not good enough. He doesn't have that quality touch or quality finishing. So yeah, it's going to be a busy summer for Man United. They're going to have to sign a lot of players, spend a lot of money. Central midfield and central defence are the big areas for me. It's going to be really interesting, and I hope they get back to the best. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please give it a like rating. And leave a comment what I should do next. And the first video got a lot of positive feedback, and I really enjoy doing these. I know the gameplay's a bit weird, but it's just I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.